afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News. On here you go to afternoon news source. Only here, the Daily Tribune. We're now live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. President Marcos Jr. will spend Holy Week in his hometown of Ilocos Norte, urging Filipinos to reflect, show compassion, and renew faith during the Lenten season. Retired Justice Antonio Carpio warns joint oil exploration with China in the West Philippine Sea could threaten Philippine sovereignty, calling the plan a, quote, trap. A new CLLEX exit to Cabanatuan opens, cutting travel time from 90 to 20 minutes, easing traffic and reducing fuel costs for motorists. PNP Highway Patrol ramps up security for the ASEAN 2026 Summit in Cebu, deploying 170 personnel and 140 vehicles for traffic and public safety. A police corporal and civilian were killed in Lanao del Sur ambush. Authorities launched intensified operations to track down the attackers. Intellectual property filings in the Philippines hit a record 53,000 in 2025, reflecting stronger innovation in patents, trademarks, and copyrights. Manny Pacquiao's camp disputes Floyd Mayweather's claim that their rematch will be an exhibition, confirming it will be an official fight this September. K-pop group BTS returns with Arirang topping global charts, including the Billboard 200 and Hot 100, marking their first release since 2022. The day is the 31st of March, 2026, Tuesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. said Tuesday that he will spend the Holy Week in his hometown of Ilocos Norte. The president told reporters he plans to stay there for a few days and return to Manila by the weekend, but did not disclose specific activities during the Lenten break. In an earlier message, Marcos emphasized compassion, service, and reflection, standing in solidarity with Filipinos observing the Passion of Christ. He also urged the public to renew their commitment to love, faith, and humility, drawing inspiration from Christ's example. Now retired Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Carpio has warned that proposed joint oil and gas exploration between the Philippines and China in the West Philippine Sea could be, quote, a trap. Carpio said China's definition of joint development implies ownership of resources, raising concerns over sovereignty. He made the remarks during a visit to Pag-asa Island, where he also observed Chinese structures and vessels within the country's exclusive economic zone. Malacanang earlier said it is open to discussions, while the Department of Foreign Affairs clarified that no agreement is in place yet, with talks still exploratory. Now, a new exit connecting the Central Luzon Link Expressway to Cabanatuan City is now open, aiming to ease traffic and reduce fuel costs for motorists. Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon said the project will significantly improve travel, cutting travel time between Tarlac and Cabanatuan from 90 minutes to just 20 minutes. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. emphasized the need to expand road networks amid rising fuel prices. Officials say the new route will help decongest the busy Maharlika Highway, offering motorists a faster and more efficient alternative. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Police Highway Patrol Group has ramped up security preparations for the ASEAN 2026 Summit in Cebu. Acting Director Romel Batangan led inspections to ensure personnel and equipment are deployment ready. Around 170 personnel, along with over 140 vehicles and motorcycles, will support traffic and security operations during the summit on May 8th to 9th. Authorities say the measures aim to ensure the safety of the delegates and the public, with a focus on efficient traffic management throughout the international event. Now, the Philippine National Police has condemned a deadly ambush in Lanao del Sur that killed a police corporal and a civilian companion. PNP Chief Jose Malentre Nartatos Jr. said intensified operations are underway to track down the attackers, stressing that the authorities will not tolerate continued violence in Mindanao. The victims were ambushed along a highway in Tagiran on March 28th. The incident came hours after a separate attack in Maguindanao del Sur that left 5 police officers dead. Police say coordination with the military has been strengthened as manhunt operations continue. For business news, intellectual property filings in the Philippines reached a record high in 2025, reflecting stronger innovation activity. The Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines reported over 53,000 filings, up 2% from the previous year, driven by growth in patents, utility models, and industrial designs. Acting Director General Nathaniel Arevalo said that the increase shows rising awareness of IP protection in a fast-paced digital economy. The agency also noted continued growth in trademarks and copyrights, supported by stronger innovation programs and commercialization efforts. Now, the Philippine Stock Exchange closed lower today on midday trading, with the PSEI down to 16.75 points at 5,852.74, a 0.29% dip. The broader all shares index also fell to 12.73 points to 3,283.12, down 0.39%. Sector movers showed mixed result, with mining and oil surged to 1.98%, while services and property declined to 0.62% and 0.46% respectively. In trading, SM led the gains at 596.50 pesos, up 1.10%, while Plus slipped to nearly 3%, closing at 15.56 pesos. In sports, Manny Pacquiao's camp has disputed Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s claim that their planned fight later this year will be an exhibition. Pacquiao's MP Promotion CEO Jas Mathor said the two are contractually obligated to face off in an official fight, not an exhibition. The rematch is slated for September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, more than a decade after the 2015 bout, which Mayweather won. Mayweather, however, stated details including the venue and fight type are not finalized, leaving uncertainty over whether the fight will count on professional records. Meanwhile, in entertainment, K-pop supergroup BTS has made a powerful comeback, topping global charts with their latest album, Arirang. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, while its lead single, Swim, also entered the #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The group also dominated multiple global charts, with several tracks landing in the top 10. This marks BTS's first release since their 2022 hiatus, with members expressing gratitude to fans for their continued support. Meanwhile, on March 31st in 1521, Easter Sunday, Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan's expedition held what is widely recognized as the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines on Limasawa Island, southern Leyte. Officiated by Father Pedro de Valderrama, the Mass marked the introduction of Christianity to the archipelago, a milestone that shaped the country's religious and cultural history. Viral now with 1.2 million views and nearly 100,000 likes, the video was uploaded by John Mark Gon on TikTok. In the clip, the uploader is seen transforming into a gorgeous human cat after the caption, "POV, nalaman mo na cat lover pala si tropa." The video has drawn laughter from netizens, with some even commenting, "Pwede kang maging pro kuya, maging problema." And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.